Guys, it's finally Friday, it's finally August, and in today's weekly recap, we're looking at the insane amount of downtown cards being pulled out of Optic first off the line. Football, we're looking at some upcoming releases, the Topps Chrome Olympic set, and a lot more, and then we're going to give away some cards at the end too. But first, here's your intro. It was a good week for CardLines. We had a lot of news to write on, a lot of sets that we got some more information about. We're going to talk about some of the top stories of the week. Go to cardlines.com for more, and be sure to subscribe to our newsletter that comes out every Monday and Thursday that has all the breaking news. And if you don't follow us on Twitter or Instagram, that's probably the first and easiest point of contact when news goes viral, that we break news to you. So be sure to subscribe to both of those channels. I think it's just at CardLines. Instagram might be card_lines. Either way, you'll be able to find us. Just type in our name. The biggest story of the week was downtown cards showing up in crazy numbers out of 2023 first off the line Optic hobby boxes. These cases were being broken. One of the biggest breakers, Backyard Breaks, pulled 25 downtown cards in a single case. That is just nuts. Remember, these used to be case hits, and look at them. They got the CJ Stroud, they got a vinyl Zay Flowers right here, they got some black Pandora boxes, 4 of those, and some true gold. Jalen Hurts. I think that's Joe Burrow. I can't tell. It looks like it. Why is Aaron Rodgers in a Packers jersey? He did not play for the Packers at all. That'd be very annoying if you own the Jets in a break and he's in the Packers uniform. He didn't play in 2023. He wasn't there at all. That's confusing to me. Anyways, there are an insane amount of downtowns being pulled. Look at this list. It breaks them down. VIP Rips had 26 in one case. The Hobby pulled 11 in half a case. Mitch's Box Breaks had 15 in a case. All of these are pretty high-profile breakers, so there's obviously some questions being asked about if it was foul play giving these high-visibility breakers cases with so many downtowns, or perhaps it was an honest mistake. Remember, this release got delayed so many times, so we're kind of wondering, hey, did Panini know this was going on? Maybe they took some steps to try to prevent it, and it just didn't work. Who knows necessarily, but it does seem like there's a ton of downtown out there. There might even be so many that it drives down the price of downtown this year. We're just going to have to see. It's going to be interesting to fast forward a year and look at the population of 2023 downtown in Optic compared to years prior. But check out this article for full assessment and analysis of what this means for collectors and maybe even how this happens. 2024 Topps Chrome is bringing its first ever Chrome Olympic set. So this article breaks down what the Olympics are, in case you live under a rock, and then it looks at Topps Olympic releases throughout the years. And now the 2024 Topps Chrome Olympic set. So there are a lot of different athletes that you can chase here. Check this out. You can get a Michael Phelps autograph number to 76. You can get, there's a Ledecky somewhere that has her swimming cap on it. Where's that? This is super cool. Kate Ledecky, 1 of 1. Now this set is going to age about as well as a 2016 NFL Super Bowl champion set or a box set from the NBA Finals for 2018. It's a thing that's going to be a little blip on the radar in the historical landscape, unless you can get an autograph of one of these people that's going to be heralded as a generational athlete like Ledecky or Michael Phelps. I don't think Simone's in here. She might be. But you know who the big name Olympians are. It's just the Olympics are hard to invest in because they happen every 4 years and you don't really think about Olympians in the lag time in between. It's kind of like the president elections. That's why I never really invested in the Topps political sets. Either way, this would be a great rip if you're just a big Olympics fan, or if you want to rip something with a young collector. These will probably be discounted pretty good too after the Olympics are over. My guess is if you're wanting to buy a box of this and you just want to wait a little bit, you'll probably be able to get one at a pretty good price. There's some big releases coming out in August, so here's the 2024 release card schedule. I didn't necessarily feature only the good releases as usual. I spotlighted the big releases and then offered advice on how we would deal with these cards. So if you want to check out the full list, it includes Impeccable Soccer, Prism WWE, SPX Hockey, Topps Finest Baseball, Immaculate Soccer, Contenders Optic Football, sorry, not to be confused with Donruss Optic. This is the one with like 6 cards per box and 2 autographs, none of which are going to be CJ Stroud. Panini Impeccable Basketball, Select Football, and Mosaic Basketball. There's obviously other releases. These are just the biggest ones that could have the most ramifications in the investment market. Some of these have been delayed like crazy. I think I originally teased Impeccable in like February or March, and now finally we're supposed to get it in August. So there's that. If you're looking to buy any of these sets, though, or at least to shape your personal sports card calendar for the next month, this article should have some pretty good advice. One of the best articles that's published every month is the Grading Trends article. So it looks at a lot of different numbers. These are from June, so bear in mind, these are looking at the numbers in June and comparing them to May, because there's always a lag time on when all this information gets published. But you can see everything's down. That's not a surprise. Typically during the summer, everything cools down, so the later you get in the summer, the less cards are being graded. There's just not as many big sports being played. NFL's gone, NBA's gone, at least for the time being, so people just aren't as excited about that. We also get a look at who graded the most cards. Spoiler alert, it was PSA. They graded 5 times as many cards as all the other competitors put together. A breakdown, obviously most of the cards being graded, over half the cards from most of the big companies were modern cards in the 2020s. Breakdown by decade, a breakdown by player. Victor Wembanyama passed Michael Jordan. Victor Wembanyama dunked on a lot of NBA players over the last year, but he also dunked on Charizard in June, with finally passing up the little lizard people. So Wemby's on top here, followed by Michael Jordan, CJ Stroud for the athletes, and then for the anime lizards, it is Charizard, Pikachu, and Mew. I think Mew's a Pokemon. We also have a breakdown by sport, by set, and then trading card sets. There's a lot of different numbers here. And then at the end, the most exciting thing about this article is just the macro level analysis. There's a really good job of just unpacking what these numbers mean for the industry as a whole, why you should be concerned, why you shouldn't be concerned, and all the different trend analysis throughout the previous couple months is all really boiled down succinctly for a nice conclusion that you guys can learn from and build your collection on. 2023 Topps Composite is a set that I talked about in a previous weekly recap a tiny bit, but now we have odds, so the article's been updated a little bit. So basically, it's like a high-end Chronicles. It's going to be all the best hits of Topps sets from years past put together in one box. It includes Topps Chrome, Topps Chrome Black, Topps Finest, Platinum. I think it's all these old sets. So you can rip, one pack and you can get Topps Chrome Cosmic, and some sort of paper card as well. There are only 4 rookies in the entire set, but they are the 4 most attractive rookies for investing: CJ Stroud, Will Levis, Anthony Richardson, and Bryce Young. This is the only set where you can get autographs of all 4 of those dudes, which is really cool. Most of them had some kind of exclusivity either with Topps or Panini throughout the year, but now they're all Topps or Fanatics athletes, so they're all going to be signing in this set. For you baseball fans, Topps Museum is coming soon. It has 20 packs, or 20 cards rather, per box. You can order the boxes on the secondhand marketplace for like $600. They release at $400. They've obviously been drove up quite a bit. Pretty solid rookies, Jackson Holiday and his crew. There's a lot of different high-end cards. They all look like art. That's kind of obviously the theme here, but they all do look like they're like museum-worthy cards. So very cool set. Really like what they have going on. You can't convince me these aren't some of the best cards released every year, just in terms of like the aesthetics. Really like them. This kind of bugs me. The letter's set too low here, but it's a really good set. Love it. And then finally, we kept the rookie card investment guide trend thing going with this Steve Carlton. We have a set on Steve Carlton cards that looks at some of his top cards, how many cards have been graded, some of the biggest population reports in PSA, and what that says about the sales. This specifically looks at his 1965 Steve Carlton Topps rookie in every PSA, so you can get a price if you're lucky enough to have a 10. It's almost a $100,000 card. The average cards are looking at the population size. It looks like a 6 or 7 is probably average. They sell for $200 to $400. And then finally, AZ Rebel Rips is our winner this week. It says he rips baseball cards for fun. So AZ, you're our winner. Just email me by next Friday, which is going to be the 9th, I believe, and let me know who you are. And I'm assuming baseball is your favorite sport. I usually say let me know your favorite sport, but let me know who you are, that you saw our video, and where you live, and I will send you a box of baseball cards to rip. Thanks for watching and for supporting the channel. And thanks to all you guys for watching and supporting the channel. We got some big videos planned for over the next 3 weeks. They're already made and scheduled. I'm kind of ahead. I've been punctual lately. So be sure to subscribe there. Remember, we're giving away a $100 card. At the time of filming this, nobody has won my $100 gift card for doing the scavenger hunt in my previous video, the 3,000 subscriber special. So go try to watch that and see if you can win the prize. For anybody participating there, let me just say the instructions might not be listed like you'd think. Maybe they're even unlisted. See you next time.